And the last game is the Harbaugh.
Yeah, and so this is the only two teams this week with a winning record. Baltimore at the Chargers. I would love. I mean, I you know me. I'm a huge, uh,
Justin Herbert fan.
huge Justin Herbert fan. I love that kid for some reason. I don't know why, but you know, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of eyes on this game, especially people in the AFC. I mean, this has a lot of seedings involved. This has, especially with the Steelers losing, and the Ravens are sitting there going, "Yeah, make fun of us now. We lost to the Browns."
Yeah.
So did
you.
Yeah. So this has huge playoff implications in this game. You've got a really tough Chargers defense.
Yeah, I think they're ranked number 1 and number 2. They're very good.
Against what can be a high-powered Ravens offense. So, I think there's probably gonna be a lot of Ravens fans in the stadium. Unfortunately, I feel bad. I feel bad for Chargers and Rams fans. I think Rams are a little bit better than the Chargers when it comes to having a home field advantage. But when the Chargers play certain teams, like especially the Raiders, they have to go to a silent count because there's so many freaking opposing fans in that stadium. So it's it makes it really tough. But I think this is my favorite game to watch this week. Obviously two teams with winning records. It really depends on what Ravens team shows up, because I think we know who the Chargers are at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Chargers. If I were to guess, if I were to make a bet, I think the Chargers are going to win this game. I think the only way Baltimore does win this game, let me go back on that. I think this is probably one of the closest games of this is going to be one of the closest games of the week, and I think Baltimore can win this game if they go back to their identity of running the ball and utilizing Derrick Henry
control.
Properly.
Yeah, ball control. And not letting Justin Herbert pick you apart on the back end of your defense, because as we know, the Ravens defense, especially their secondary, is not that great.
Not good. Yeah.
So but the difference is the Chargers don't have as many weapons.
Yep.
As they used to. I think Ladd McConkey. I mean, I drafted him in fantasy. He's been steady.
Yeah.
And Disley, I think, is their leading receiver.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. No, Ladd's got the most yards, but
okay.
But anyway, I mean, Herbert. I feel like the Ravens are favored by 3.5, but I like the Chargers in this game.
Yeah, exactly. I'm rooting for the Chargers, and I agree with you. I'm a big Justin Herbert fan. I'm a Lamar fan as well, but I like Justin Herbert a lot, and I think he's been one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league before coming into this year, just solely because I think he's been a stellar quarterback, but he hasn't had a very good coach. His entire career.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing what happens when you bring in a coach who brings in, doesn't look at all the analytics all the time, brings in more of a steady hand, strong defense, a running
culture
game.
Builder.
Yeah, a much better culture. I mean, J.K. Dobbins has been a stud for them. Once again, I got him on fantasy, but has been just a stud for them. So it's one of those things that I'm looking forward to this game. I feel like I would pick the Chargers in this, even though they don't necessarily have a great home field advantage. But the Ravens going all the way across the country. Now, I'm sure the Ravens are looking at that game Thursday night going, hey, we got this opportunity right now that if we win this game, we're right back in potential the driver's seat in the NFC North. So, if they win this game, they're 8-4, Pittsburgh's 8-3, and they still have to play again in Baltimore in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I agree. I think Baltimore is going to want to capitalize on this opportunity. But once again, I am rooting for the Chargers, both as like an LA fan, I'm an LA Rams fan, so LA Chargers, kind of like our sister team. But I'm rooting for the Chargers. I think they have a very good shot at winning this game. I think it's probably one of the closest games of this week, of week 12.